The cake knife was still warm in my hand when she rose. Her voice sliced through the laughter like a shard of glass. "My son," she declared, lifting the child as if displaying a priceless gem, "is not solely mine. He is your husband's son." The chatter died. Even the child quieted, as if sensing the gravity of the betrayal now suspended in the air. Then she drove in the second blade. "And as for inheritance, I'll take half of your $800,000 house." She brandished a folder like a prize. "His will says it plainly." I stared at her, my sister, my own flesh, standing there while my husband's coffin still barely cooled, already laying claim. I pressed my lips together, forcing down the laugh that threatened to escape, because she had no idea what she had just stepped into. I met my husband when I was 22. I thought he was my anchor. Broad shoulders, steady gaze, promises of forever in every sentence. He looked at me as though I were rare and precious. I married him because I trusted him. And my sister was always there, looming on the edge, her smile too wide when he entered the room. I told myself it was just her manner. She had always been reckless, hoarding attention as if it kept her alive. But family forgives. I forgave the loaded looks, the lingering laughter they shared, the abrupt silences when I came in, because trust is a blindfold you tie for yourself. It began subtly. He started staying late at the office. His shirts carried a perfume that wasn't mine. He started locking his phone. He avoided meeting my eyes. One night he returned disheveled, his collar damp with sweat. I asked nothing. I watched, watching as more forced and demanding answers. Then the message appeared, my sister careless or arrogant. I found it on his phone. "Next time, don't leave a necklace." She almost saw it. The necklace, the same one I'd noticed glimmering at her throat during our mother's birthday dinner. My heart splintered, but I didn't break. I didn't shout. I smiled, because that night my mourning ended and my plotting began. Most women crumble when they learn of betrayal. I sharpened. I became patient and deliberate. Every word I spoke to him, every smile I offered her, was another stitch in the net I was constructing. I met with lawyers in secret, methodically. I learned things he assumed I didn't know, an offshore account, mounting debts, and a change will he sign without reading, because I placed it before him with a tender kiss. Yes, I had drafted it with my lawyer and slipped it among the documents. He was too distracted to notice. That will didn't give her half. It bound every asset to me, ironclad, unbreakable. I let him believe he was clever. I let her believe she was winning. That waiting, the silence before the strike, is the sweetest part of revenge. He died suddenly of a heart attack. I wore black, my face carved from stone, my body moving through the funeral rites like an automaton. People whispered about my strength, my devotion. She wept louder than I did, clutching the child like a prop, playing the bereaved sister who had lost a secret lover. Her act might have fooled anyone but me. At the graveside, watching her, I understood something. Grief changes when mixed with greed. And so there we were. My husband 6 feet under, my sister flaunting his illegitimate son as though he were a ticket to wealth. The room waited for me to break, to explode. They expected fury or collapse. Instead, I leaned back in my chair and murmured, "Oh, I see." I smiled because at that moment I alone knew what was coming. 2 weeks later, she filed her claim, brandishing the will before her lawyer and demanding half of everything. He read it once, twice, his face drained. "This isn't what you think," he muttered. The will she held was merely a decoy, a draft not meant for her eyes. The real notarized will was secured, signed, witnessed, and unmistakable. Every dollar, every brick of that house belonged to me. Her lawyer explained it slowly, as if addressing a child. Her hand shook. She accused me of forgery, of trickery. I sat calm, legs crossed, and said, "Be careful what you announce in public. People might start asking why your son resembles my dead husband so closely." Her face collapsed. That was the second layer of my scheme, not only legal triumph but social ruin. The story spread. Friends, family, neighbors. No one looked at her the same way. Invitations stopped coming. Birthday photos of her child were flipped through like scandal columns. She was no longer a proud mother. She had become the woman who betrayed her sister and slept with her brother-in-law. One night she came to me, late, eyes puffy, hands trembling. She begged, Please don't do this. He's still my son. Don't destroy us. I studied her. My sister, I said, remembering the girl who once braided my hair and who shared secrets with me. You ruined yourself. My voice was quiet, steady,